I did think of one thing that Sean, potentially criminal, said that I have to call him on this. He's 1,000% wrong. He's 1,000,000% incorrect. He said we lock people up because we're afraid of them, not because we hate them. As someone who has been there, that is the most delusional, naive statement I have ever heard. Our jails.
None of these people were intimidated.
I'm not afraid of any of these people.
Well, of course not, Larry Bird. You could see over all of them.
They were my basketball buddies. But these are people, especially the people in there for drugs and the things that stem from drugs. They need therapy. They need a doctor. They need someone to talk to them about their childhood, about the way they were brought up. Because one thing about therapy, when you do it right, you don't know until someone kind of makes you talk about it and brings it out of you why you are.
Goes, hey, that's up.
And you go, well, wait, yeah. And it clicks with you. And you're like, oh, shit, yeah. That's something that was passed down from my dad, from his dad, from that guy's dad, from that. And you got to be the one to break that kind of behavior. Everybody who's maybe online too much, we're done. We're cooked. We're heading for a fall. And I mean, as society, you're all kind of sociopaths. It's over. Like, unless you start putting that phone down,
you got to unplug.
We're not coming back from this. We're done.
Well, it's easy for you to say. Every day you had like 2 hours of mandatory touch grass time.
My mental health in jail was good.
This is about to be...
Was great. I didn't have like notifications on my phone that I felt like I needed to respond to. I didn't have notifications of bullshit that I didn't have shit I was scrolling through just to keep me busy. I didn't have shit that I was just doing out of habit because I was fucking bored. I filled my time with shit. I sat down. I took notes. I was present in where I was, even if that was jail. I was present. I got home. I didn't want my phone. Since I've been home, when I come down here to do anything, or I'm upstairs doing anything, or I'm doing dishes, or I'm out shopping or anything, when SP and I went out to dinner, I left my phone at home. I didn't want it. And I was present for the entire dinner, and you don't need to check the time. There's nothing on your phone that you need. Literally nothing on here you don't need it.
Well, I think...
How many times do we take our phone out during something, we go like that just to look at what time it is? And then you see notification.
You see a notification.
Knock it off. Stop it. I thought about it today. I only kept the phone close today for the show because I knew a lot of people were going to be writing in. I wanted to, make sure I got to everybody.
And stuff, yeah.
But I'm leaving this thing upstairs. Like, when I do stuff now, I have a rule. I can check my phone for texts and phone calls. And then I have to leave it alone for 3 hours. And that's what I've been doing since I've been out. I had a moment where I had like a segment of 3 hours where I didn't have my phone near me. And I literally felt my muscles being lighter and more relaxed. And I wasn't thinking about anything. I was present in what I was doing. The minute I literally just brought my phone closer to me, I felt more tense. I turned on my phone after 7 days. And there was nothing on there that I needed. Like, of what I missed in the last week, there was an appointment I have for orientation with my probation officer and an interview that I booked we scheduled our date. But again, all of that waited till I got out. There was all
fine.
Oh, and I forgot to hit run payroll before I left. So I ran payroll about 1 day late. But other than that, way
to go, dick.
Sorry. I ran that 1 day late. I still think payroll's going to hit on the same day, but there was nothing that was necessary. There was nothing pressing for time. There was nothing. It's all voluntary. None of you are as important as you think you are. And if we don't change, you're dead. I'm just built different. But when it comes to the jail thing, when I was going in, nervous as shit. But I'll tell you what kind of muted that was having to sit there in central booking for 8 hours.
Then you were just so utterly bored.
You're just bored. There's nothing going on. And, my other attorney told me, Todd told me before I went in, he goes, it's a hotel with a heavy door. And it really is. I mean, except for the times where you're locked down and you literally have no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're in the day room, you can go to the CO and you can go, hey, man, can I get that basketball behind you? I want to go outside. I want to shoot a little. You can do that. Hey, man, can I get a cribbage board from you? I want to play a little cribbage. Hey, man, can I get Uno? I want to play some Uno. Go to the vending machine, grab a soda and a bag of chips, play some cribbage. You know, there were guys playing gin rummy and stuff. They had a big gin rummy game going. Cribbage tournament, whatever. Like, it's you're not working on the chain gang, you know? You're not people want to know about showers. You have your own, not your own shower, but you have a shower that's there's 4 showers on the 2 up and 2 down. And that's just, it's one person at a time. You go in there whenever you have free time and you go and you close the door and you take a shower. That's it. You can't lock it, obviously. They don't let you lock it.
That's way different than...
You close it, you take the towel, you put the towel up in the door. There's a little tiny window. Put the towel up in the door, it blocks out the window. You have total privacy. You have the shower curtain. I hung out with white guys, hung out with black guys, right? But, like, when I hung out with the black guys, it was a lot of fun because being the white guy in with black guys... It's very easy to crack them up and make black people laugh. All you have to do is be yourself. Just be white. Just be a white dad who mows the lawn in New Balances. And they think it's the funniest thing in the world. Thank you very much. And David with $5 says, you should volunteer at the jail. Do something to help those men who need it. I had an attorney tell me recently, and they actually sent me a link to an online course. And said, it's not too late in your life. People think that it's too late to do certain things. He goes, I strongly encourage you because I think you'd be good at it to take online, to get your Juris Doctorate online. He says it'll take about 3-4 years, but here's a couple of links to some good respected programs and get them online. And I was thinking about doing that at some point here because I saw a lot of those guys and I'm like, these guys need help. And
what's a Juris Doctorate?
That's what you need to, it's your law degree, and then you take the bar exam and shit like that.
Oh, to be like a lawyer and shit?
Yeah, and I would like to do I would like to keep doing the show, but like have that and do like public defender type work.
Okay.
For guys that I knew, like people I knew on the inside for a week.
Your Honor, can we all agree, like, Mikey doesn't deserve this?
I want to be Mikey's lawyer. Like, honestly, there's 2 guys in there that made me go, I do want to be a lawyer. I do. Because, like, you can talk a bunch of shit about how the system's all wrong and how these people are this and that. And it's great to just talk that shit and then walk away. But, like, put some skin in the game. So I did think about volunteering. Mm-hmm. And then also... when a lawyer told me, encouraged me to do that, I was like, maybe it's something to think about. But I would like to help those guys out because nobody pushes back. Like our prosecutorial system is evil. It's really, really bad. It's sociopathic. It's unfeeling. There's no empathy. There's no nothing. These are just bad people who are out for their own statistics. They're out to look at the back of their rookie card to see what they can shop to other law firms. They don't give a fuck about people, society, whether or not people get better. These are, I'm not going to say bad people, but they're people who actively participate in an evil system. I wanted to talk about the day I got out.
Yes, the day you got out.
I didn't think I'd be able to sleep the day I got out. I was surprised that I was able to get to sleep. I watched my new favorite movie for the 3rd time, and I was able to fall asleep. The Big Short is like I love that movie. Can't believe it took me 10 years to watch it. It's Thursday night. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. I fall asleep. I get up at about 4:15, 4:20, somewhere around there, bro. And I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay awake and I'll pace back and forth. And then I just passed right out again. I wake up literally, there's those times you wake up and it's like your brain tells you something's about to happen, so it wakes you up. Mm-hmm. I wake up and it's like literally 3 seconds after I wake up that the officer appears in the little window slit thing and starts unlocking, then goes, Imholt, pack up your stuff, get ready to go. I'm like, all right, packing up my tote, my dark blue tote, all my sheets, all my bedding, all my clothes, my clean clothes that I haven't worn yet, all of that stuff. And then I take my belongings that I bought from the canteen and I put them on top of the tote, walk down. I have my phone tablet thing. And I was going to call a cab. Because after you get out, whatever you have left on your canteen account, they give you money. Okay. And so I was going to take the money that was left from my canteen. I was going to get a cab and go home. It was 5 a.m. I'm not calling my girlfriend. I'm not calling any of my friends or cousins. I'm not calling my family members who live in the area. I'm not calling people at 5 a.m. to come pick me up from jail. Plus, I would have made, people are going to say, why didn't you make plans to get picked up? We didn't know I was getting out Friday, first of all, and I didn't know I was getting out at 5 a.m. So I didn't want to inconvenience anyone. My girlfriend sent me the number for Yellow Cab the night before, and I wrote it down, and I was going to do that.
Okay.
They said, before you get discharged, ask them if you can use the phone to make the call. They told me that the day before. I said, okay, cool. I'm going out there. I'm getting discharged. And I go, can I use your phone so I can call a cab? Oh, I'm sorry. We can't let you do that. I'm like,
dun, dun, dun.
I'm kind of like, I need to use the phone. They go, well, there's a phone downstairs. And that made me think, if there's a phone downstairs, there's like a courtesy phone. When you get out, you can pick up the phone, you can call, whatever. They said, but once you go out those doors, you can't come back in here. And it's 5 a.m, so so you go out to that waiting room, and then downstairs is the lobby of the county sheriff's department. Mm-hmm. Remember, it's 5 a.m, nobody's there. Everything's locked, everything's closed. They don't open until 8:30.
So you had to wait till someone came to open shit up, didn't you?
Just wait. I get down there to use that phone. It's a payphone. All I have are bills. I don't have change for a phone call in my pocket. Yeah. And there's nowhere to make change. So I'm sitting there, and I haven't used a payphone in ages. And I I told you I didn't bring my phone, wallet, or keys to jail with me. So I'm like, okay, we're in a pickle here. Now, I was like, when I was a teenager at the community center and I didn't have money to make a phone call, you could dial 1-800-COLLECT. So I was wondering if that was still a thing. I guess it's not.
Plus, you're going to call a cab agency?
No, I was going to call somebody I knew to call me a cab. Because like I said, I didn't want to bother anybody, but I also thought they were going to let me use a phone to call a cab. Right. So they didn't. Now, you know where I live. You know where the county jail is. It's downtown. Yep. It's by, what's the bar there? It's by Howie's. It's about 30 degrees. There's frost on some of the cars. When I went to jail, I wore a Gophers football jersey and a pair of Under Armour shorts. That's what I've got. That's what I've got on. And I'm looking around. I'm looking around, and I go, you know what? Ain't no option here. So I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jog until I get to a gas station, and I'm going to have the gas station either call me an Uber, and I'll give them my license. I'll come back. I'll give them $20, or have them call me a cab. I can just pay the cab. I did not prepare very well for this at all. I f***ed up the dismount on this because we all thought I was getting out at 11:27 a.m. when I went in.
Right.
And I could easily call anybody in the world at 11:27 a.m. I wouldn't feel bad.
A lot of people available at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I ain't calling anybody at 5 a.m. That I'm not going to inconvenience people. Even though people are like, no, you should have inconvenienced. No, it's not cool. So I start jogging. I'm jogging. I got to go down 9th Avenue. You know where that underpass is? By like 9th Avenue Express, going up towards Veterans Drive there.
Oh, yeah.
Where a lot of homeless people hang out. So I'm jogging in the median. And in my mind, I'm like, well, 9th Avenue Express is coming up. That's a gas station. I'll stop there. I'll make a call.
Right.
9th Avenue Express, I did not know this is closed at 5 a.m.
Oh.
And as I'm jogging, as I'm looking around, I'm like, there is nowhere other than 9th Avenue Express until I go down Veterans across 15, past the old Electrolux building, all of that, to Quick Trip. I'm jogging. I'm not going to knock on anyone's door at 5 a.m. I don't know who got a gun. I don't know what kind of
that's fair
issue there is. And what am I'm sitting there holding a bag with my belongings from the county jail. Hi, I just got out of jail. Can you help me out? No, thanks.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
So I start jogging, and then I walk a little bit, and then I jog, and then I walk a little bit, and I jog, and I'm getting a workout. And it's cold, but as long as I jog, I'm staying warm. And I got a hat, so the heat in my head is
retaining. That's actually one of the more important parts.
And it kept me warm. Yeah. So the only thing that was getting cold were my shins because they were exposed. Everything else, I'm doing pretty well. I'm jogging, so obviously my heart's pumping like crazy. You know when Henry Ducard, Ra's al Ghul tells Christian Bale, he says, warm your heart, your arms will take care of themselves. It's true. Yeah. I would have lost my mind had there not been like markers that I knew meant I was getting like checkpoints almost. So I get there, I jog, I get to Quick Trip, and I feel accomplished because I'm like, you went for a fucking run today, dude. Right. Nice work. You went for a run. I got in. I didn't tell them I just got out of jail. I made up some bullshit story so I didn't sound like a lunatic. And a guy went to call me a cab, one of the employees there. And none of the cab places were answering. It's kind of like 1-800-COLLECT. I'm like, I haven't used these in a long time. I don't even know if they exist. The guy is nice enough. He goes, I'm going to get you an Uber. Because Quick Trip is like a couple miles from my house.
Right.
And I said, well, here, this is what I have. I wasn't going to give him anything that said county jail on it, but I have my driver's license. I said, I'm going to give you my driver's license. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to give you $20, take my license back. Thank you for calling me like a $10 Uber. Calls me the Uber. I get Ubered home. I get showered. I get changed. I do everything else. I go back. I give him the $20. I get my license. I look at my phone and I'm like, I got to know how far the county jail is from this Quick Trip. I got to know how, because I'm thinking like, I just jogged like a couple miles. Feeling pretty good about myself. 4.7 miles. From the jail to Quick Trip in 30-degree weather in shorts and a T-shirt.
Damn, dude.
I felt kind of like a badass.
What if, and hear me out, what if your break really made people realize how much they like checking the show out live and stuff like that? Like they listen in later and lately they've been tuning in. They're like, oh my God, they all rushed in. And even the internet like had a week off from you. And it's like, you know what? I need that toe. Even I was itching to go this morning. Woke up an hour early. Like, explain that shit.
Let me tell you something. When I came back, I saw some of the tweets and some of the clips, even from people who fucking hate the toe.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to say it, and I know you never would. I noticed you missed me and you needed me badly. I even the Clippers, no offense guys, I saw some of the stuff you were putting out there. You need the toe badly. Like I've never felt more needed and necessary. I am the straw that stirs the drink. I am the engine that powers the vehicle. I am the alpha and the omega. Before me there were many, after me there will be none. I am the MAN guy. I'm the dude. You're my bitch.
Conto.
Enjoy me. Because someday you're not going to have me and you're going to lose your fucking mind. Dude, I need to know. Do you think, I want to see if Mikey has a release date. I forgot how to look up the roster. I want to see if Mikey has a release date. I want to have Mikey on the show. Via Zoom, I want to know. Obviously. But like, I want to see if I can get Mikey on the program.
Well, go for it, man. I am mildly curious what that mofo did.
Angelica's doll says, Aaron, I can't even try to make sense of these lies. I knew this was going to trigger people too. I knew that certain people, if I didn't come out just sobbing and crying and, you know, it wasn't the worst thing that ever happened, they were going to go, you're just lying. Here's the problem with a lot of steel toe fan fiction. They can't be further off. My lawyer was saying on Friday, he goes, honestly, it's embarrassing to see some of these people with legal takes. He goes, it's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And you're like, yeah, I mean, I told him, I go, don't tell them that though. They'll say you're a bad guy and you're a liar. He goes, yeah, I'm a professional. I don't know what to tell you. But like, I knew that.
Professional liar?
Like, okay, the jogging story is embarrassing. You've got that. That's a fun little embarrassing story for you.
I think you know what the thing is you keep like bright siding it, and that's what they're not handling.
I'm an optimistic guy. I can't help it. I make the best of every situation I'm in. No, there were three employees who were fans, and it was 4 employees. I thought the one was a trustee. They weren't. They were the what do you call it? The toilet maintenance. They were the maintenance worker.
Okay,
was the one of them. But one of them was a white shirt. One of them was an officer, and f***ed with me, like played some kind of weird joke on me and a CO. So I found out I was getting out on Friday. Which was a shock to me. I didn't think I was getting out Friday. And I found out I was getting out Friday at 5 a.m., which was a shock to me as well. And so remember when I said that CO came in and pulled aside my cellmate and I and asked us if everything was going okay in there?
Yeah. Well,
she said she had papers for him because he got in on a DUI and he had to sign some shit. And then she told me, we have a court order for you that you need to look at. I'm like, no, I'm just used to like retarded shit happening to me at this point. Right. And I'm like, no, this is going to fuck up Friday. Are you kidding me? And the white shirt guy, the officer, he sticks his head in. He goes, like, we can hear him, like, where he's not behind a wall, but he's not saying anything. He's not being verbal. He's just pointing at me and he's going, she's like, what? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm panicking at this point. I'm like, what? What's going on? And she's like, well, nothing. I just have some papers that I need you to look at from the court and sign. And he looks at her, he goes, and we're like, what are you doing? And he's like, and he looks at her, he goes, I was just kidding with you. She goes, oh, these aren't for him? He goes, no, they're for someone else. And I'm like, we don't get to make those jokes. And he was a guy who had said that he was a fan before. And I'm like, you don't get to make those jokes with prisoners in jail, do you? Like, you just get to...
No, there's a special connection there that makes you think you can make that one.
You just get to fuck with me like that?
I'm going to say, outside looking in, hilarious.
Oh, funny, very funny joke. Very funny joke. Because that one had my heart in my throat. That one, I was like, no, what happened now?